Hello everyone, thank you again for joining me today. In this video we're gonna install an open air roof to this very green up. So I'm gonna go through some tips and tricks of how to do it and how to wire it up afterwards so it is fully functional. So the installation of the VW open air is quite simple. It has a frame that locks in the roof and pinches it against the roof skin of the car. So it's actually just a matter of cutting the right size hole in the center of the car and bolting it all back up. The open air roof lying on the table, I have taken off the metal frame that pinches it down, and I'm gonna measure the width and the length of it, and I will put up a drawing right now, and you can also find a link to it in the description. So I'm measuring out the roof from these hard lines, so like gutter lines, if you can call them that, and it is 107 centimeters wide. So I'm gonna go in 15 centimeters, as the open air is 30 centimeters narrower than the roof, and I'm gonna put some tape down and make a line and measure it out all the way around the roof. Right, so I have drawn out a square, the same size of the opener, but the opener has rounded corners, so I'm gonna show you a trick to get these right. So this is a radius gate I drew and printed out, 3D printed, and it has intervals of 25mm radiuses, and I'm just gonna find the one that fits snugly around the corners, and it would seem that the top corners or the front corners are 225 and the rear ones are a lot sharper. Something between 75 and 100. I am gonna go with the 100 because it fits nicely and there's a bit of play, and there's like a rubber gasket all the way around, so it should still seal up perfectly. So the next thing is I'm gonna take my radius gauge and align it up so I can draw the nice curve on it. So I am gonna drill a pilot hole and enlarge it with my Christmas tree drill bit. And then I'm gonna use a reciprocating saw with a metal blade in it. I was gonna use an air saw for this, but as we speak the compressor in my workshop has died. So with the roof now cut, obviously if it's a car you worry a bit more about than my friend here, obviously cover up the interior and a bit more masking tape in case you're sliding along the roof, but this has been spray painted, so any imperfections we will spray over again. I found out I was a bit close to this rear support, but I think we lucked out because it has a lip here and that can be cut off so the open air frame can sit nicely onto the roof. Now I'm gonna go over and sand down the edges so they're nice and smooth and doesn't hurt anyone, and then we can just fit the open air. As you can see, it's still having a bit of a gap here in the rear, and that is because of this reinforcement hitting the open air. So I'm gonna trim this reinforcement down a bit, and then the open air should fit nicely. So, with the reinforcement trimmed up a bit in the back, the open air now fits on the roof. Don't worry about having like unevenness like this, because when the frame goes underneath and pushes up, it will correct all these shapes and sandwich the open air into the roof skin. So, with the open air installed, next step is the inner frame, and it has a lot of these small screws. Most of them are coarse thread, but in the corners where the cast corner pieces are, they are actually machine thread. So let's get this installed. Now with all the screws in, the open air is now secured to the roof, and it is very sturdy. If we go outside, we can see now that the gasket has gone down and seals towards the roof. So that's one open air installed. I will go over the wiring, which is quite simple when you know what to do, so let's get into it. So here we have the wiring from the Polo 6 end. This is the console with the switch in it, and there goes 6 wires to it. And when you take the switch off, it works just like any other power window switch. Obviously the gray-blue one is for the button illumination, and then we have a big fat ground, and then we have these 2 green and red ones, and then we have blue and white one. So what this does is it sends power into the switch, and it has a ground, and this is a double functioning switch. So when you press one way, it sends power out of one and ground out of one, and when you press it the other way, it reverses, so it sends power out of the other one and ground out of the first one. If we go, this is the plug that goes to the open air. It has a blue and a red one, and this goes with the dome light and back to this switch. Okay, so just to be sure, I broke this out, and the blue and the red one is the ones that go to the open air roof. The green and red one delivers power, and the ground is actually what switches between these two. So depending on if you want the roof forward or backwards, it will cut off the supply and send ground to whichever one you need. So these just need either a constant 12 volt or switch 12 volt, depending on what you want it to do. This one needs ground, and this goes to this plug with the red and blue wire, and this one goes to your dashboard illumination if you want the button to light up. So the wiring is done for the open air. I'm just gonna go through what I did here. It's a pretty rough build this, so don't mind the additional ground over there, but yeah, I set ground to the brown one of the contact. The 2 green and red ones I have spliced into a big red feed, and I have put in a fuse for it, 30 amps, and I have white blue to blue and white red to red that goes to the opener, and there we go. So there we go. Open air installed in the very green up, so now it's ready for the good weather outside. So hope to see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe, and enjoy the summer.